Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm April Honey, and today we are going to be doing another custom code tutorial. This one's going to be a very quick and simple one. Hopefully you guys like it. If this isn't your first time here and you've been here before in the past, be sure to hit that like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, if you come here often. And if not, maybe subscribe because you might like it. Who knows? Thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. Okay, this all starts with a circle. Just use the circle tool and leave 3 spaces on every side and it should work out for you. And I'm just making a flower ring in order to match all of the flower path and the other custom codes that I made. Instead of doing rosettes, I am going to use the other flower that I used. It's just your basically 4-leaf flower. And we're just going to put them in a circle. It's really simple. We're just gonna follow the path of the circle. I did do them individually so they didn't run into each other, because at first I tried to kind of mass produce them around and do the yellow dots and then do the next part and it didn't work out for me. So yeah, I don't recommend doing that because it is a little bit harder to manage that way. There are going to be times where things just don't look right and you'll have to reposition a flower. Just be okay with it and go with the flow. Do whatever is looking best for you in the moment. I really love these little fairy rings, honestly. I think they're so cute and so much fun whenever I see them on people's islands. And I don't usually do them, so I thought I would make one of my own because I haven't, I really haven't. I did make this code in several different colors, so if you're interested in picking one up for yourself or for your own island and you don't want to make it yourself, of course I always put my creator code down in the description. Otherwise, I put the pixels over in Discord. So if you're interested in just a graph of the pixels so that you can copy it as is, you can either take a screenshot or you can go and pick them up from YouTube, where I post pictures of these codes that I do here and share with you the exact pixels of where I put everything so that you don't have to do any guesswork. The next thing I'm gonna do after the flowers is, of course, I'm gonna put some leafage and some foliage. I know it's called foliage, I know. We're gonna put some foliage coming out of the flowers, and you just kind of do that around the flower. I just always do these in one basic color to start, and then I branch it out from there. It always works out best for me when I just do it with the one color to kind of mark it off, and then I go through and I do the shading later. It just works out that way, and it's totally fine. You can do it however you want. If you want to do all of the shading and details as you go along, I just never, it's just not necessarily my thing, but you do you, and you can do everything the way that you see fit and the way that you're more comfortable. You can always feel free, as always, as I always say, you can always feel free to make any changes you want to these designs. They are an expression of you. What I'm giving you is merely a suggestion and a template, and you can either do it exactly the way I do it, or you can make it your own and make it even better than what I'm doing here. And I love to see that too. You guys are so incredibly talented and amazing. Those of you who are venturing into making custom codes, I've really loved watching your journey. For those of you that share it with me, you guys are awesome. And for those of you who are doing this because you don't have Nintendo Online, let me know if there's anything else that I can help you with, any other codes that you would need that would be helpful to setting up your islands. I'm gonna add some tiny little flowers to these. I've never done one of these little fairy rings before, so basically I'm just kind of going off of what I imagine it's gonna look like. I do take away this one flower all the way on the bottom right corner. I think it was just a little bit too much, but it was a nice thought in the moment, right? I thought it was a good idea at the time, and then I was like, you know what, maybe it's not. It ended up being a little too far outside and not working for me, but that's fine. That is the nature of the experimentation and how that all goes. So we're doing some highlights now, and we're doing some shading. So I'm adding in the lighter colors we're just going to add in highlights wherever we think the sun is going to hit it or the light is going to hit it. That is where we go. We go with whatever's like kind of elevated higher is what you're going to put a highlight on, whatever looks like it's going to be higher than the rest. In this case, it would be like the edges. I think they would be raised a little bit more than the rest of the code. The green that I use is a spring green for this because I just thought it went really well with the pink. But if you shift further to the right on the hue scale, I used the first green after the yellow, but you're more than welcome to use any of the next three if you want. They all look good. It's just that the grass that I'm using happens to be this color, so that's what I'm going with, and it looks good all the way up until I would say July even. So yeah, I don't know. I liked the way it came out. Here's how it went. So we're gonna recolor them. I wanted to have them in every color because y'all know me. I make a code once, all right? I don't make a code over and over again. I make it once. I upload 25 different colors of the same code, or as many as I can, as many colors as I think I will need in the future. I do upload all of that the first time I make a code, and then I don't have to make it ever again. So this is what I'm doing right now. I made a white version, and now we're gonna make a yellow version of this code. And you're more than welcome to copy all of the ways that I change the colors. I do have it a little slower so you guys can see what colors I am using for this. They're all very basic colors. The centers that were yellow, for the yellow flowers, I either turn those brown or orange usually. So that's just a note for you guys who maybe that one went a little bit too fast. We're gonna do a blue version of this code. I do think it looks really nice in blue. And for this one, I moved the green over closer to the blue and further away from the yellow because it just looked a little prettier with it being a little bit more green. I didn't have any other logic besides that. And we just made the adjustments to match the blue flower path because that flower path I made, I also made it in all of these colors so that I would have fairy rings to match all of the flower paths that I made. So now I'm making the fairy rings in all of the same colors that I made the flower path because, you know, we have to have some matching things. So here we're making it in red. So in case I want to do like a darker red someday. And that is it. We are done. We have made every color of the rainbow of this code. Hopefully you guys like it. I appreciate you guys being here. I know you guys can be doing absolutely anything in the entire world and you choose to spend your time here with me. And I hope you get something out of it because I really love bringing this to you. I hope everyone has an amazing day or night, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.